Hello and welcome to the course, The 72 Names of God. We are at lesson number 1. In this lesson, we will try to trace your difficulties, challenges, and blockages, the problematic areas in your life. Throughout the learning process, you will be able to transcend them by utilizing the powers of the 72 Names of God. This is an initial step that will help you identify the topics you want to focus in the course. But first, a few words about the structure of the course. In the first few lessons, you will acquire a lot of background information about the sacred letter combinations. This background knowledge is very important because before starting to implement these tremendous powers in practice, you must know what you are working with. When we work with sacred names, we must recognize their essence and treat them with all the gravity and respect they deserve. The teachings are deep and require you to delve into learning, so it will be a good idea to listen to some of these lessons twice if necessary. I recommend that you take short breaks from watching and digest what you have learned and come back again. Along the course, we shall practice meditations with letter combinations. Why do we need the 72 names of God? To answer this, let's go straight to the point and talk about what really hurts us on the personal level. Most of us experience challenging situations, ongoing hardship that accompany us over periods of time throughout life. We tend to attract typical types of troubles or failures to ourselves. Thought patterns and behaviors that make us entangled. Obstructions that stop us from fulfilling ourselves. We try to achieve certain things that really matter to us and sometimes fail and get disappointed. There are traumas and pains of the past which, without noticing, run our lives today. Crises and difficulties emerge in our lives and require urgent resolutions. Life is abrasive. We get tired and need healing and empowerment. And now I have a request to you. Please take a clean page and write down the things you are not happy about in your life right now. What bothers you, whether it be in the area of livelihood, career, health, marital life, relationships, or whatever is related to your inner sense of wholeness. Are you satisfied with your mental, emotional, or spiritual state? Do you need more peace of mind, balance, or understanding? More self-confidence, courage, and less worry? What is not flowing smoothly with you? What have you been trying to achieve for years and is just not coming to you? This is your assignment for this lesson, so please take your time and write a detailed list. Leave all self-judgment outside the list. Now let's try to understand why so many of us are experiencing all these difficulties. In fact, it has a lot to do with the dimension in which we live. What kind of world do we live in? And what are the living conditions here? As the Kabbalah teaches, the universe was created as a system of worlds. I'm showing it to you right here. It looks like circles within circles. You can see that. The divine light that emanates from infinity goes down through this system, all the way through the worlds. And it diminishes gradually from one level to the next. It becomes dimmer as it descends and gets filtered through many screens. We live in the material world, or in the language of the Kabbalah, the world of manifestation, right here. As the divine light reaches our dimension, it appears here at very low intensity. It is almost concealed from us. Our world is a world of hiding. Olam in Hebrew means world, and it hints on the word he'alem, which is disappearance. The divine light appears here in almost complete darkness, right where we live. The tiny fraction of divine light that reaches our physical dimension is very limited. It allows us to focus only on what we can perceive tangibly, on the here and now. That is, we are able to understand what is happening around us mainly through our five senses. But the hidden reasons that generate our reality are difficult for us to understand. Here, it is almost impossible to see the big pictures. In the material dimensions, we are immersed in the physical aspects of life, in what is necessary for our survival, in the thickness of matter. Most of us are not connected with their soul, which is linked to the spiritual worlds and can guide us. Living in low consciousness is restricting us. It is one of the major reasons for human suffering and limitation. In the next lesson, we shall go deeper into the conditions that dictate our lives here, in the material world, and how the 72 names of God can help us break the limitations and grow. So, thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.